Hey guys, it's Will down here at Magic, the Friendly Tavern, and today we're going to be opening some packs of Midnight Hunt. And let's see what we got. First, we got this uncommon over here. 2 mana 2/2, pay 1, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment, or if it's flipped as a werewolf at night, it's a 3/3. And I can pay 1 to sacrifice to destroy target enchantment, or whenever it attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. It doesn't even have to deal the damage, it just has to attack. That's pretty good. Our second uncommon is a flash line. Whenever it enters the battlefield, a creature an opponent controls gets -2, -0 until end of turn. It's alright. Got some commons down here. I noticed this equip cost is high. I guess it's because it attaches when it comes into play, but man, that's high. Let's see what we got. Pithing Needle. Wow, my Pithing Needle is pretty good. Stops activated abilities of a card that you name. Only activated abilities, though, unless they're mana abilities. So, hey, here we go. Oh, look at that. We got 12 packs to open. Let's do this a little quicker then. What do we got over here? Oh, got an uncommon. Wild card there. Overwhelmed Archivist. Enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Flying, whenever it haunts attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. If archive, will be put into the graveyard, exile it because of the disturb. And it's alright. I've seen the Opportunist do some work. Whenever one or more creatures die, draw a card. You can only do it once each turn. Evolving Wilds, nothing, just really all that great down there. What do we get? Oh, Rite of Harmony. Whenever a creature or enchantment enters the battlefield and you control this turn, draw a card. That's got potential. Alright, I haven't seen anybody run it, but it does have potential. We got another wild card. Borrowed Time. It's basically an O-ring. Exile target non-land permanent until Borrowed Time leaves the battlefield. Oh, my first ever Smoldering Egg. Defender 0/4/2. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put any number of Ember counters on Smoldering Egg equal to the mana spent to cast that spell. The Smoldering Egg has 7 or more Ember counters on it. Remove them and transform it to a 4/4 flyer. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it deals 2 damage to any target. Interesting. Not my cup of tea, but, you know, it's there. Alrighty then, what do we got? We got another Liberator. We have a Faithful Mending. Good card. That is, gain 2 life, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards with flashback for a reasonable cost. Our rare is Falconwrath Pitfighter, a 1 mana 2/1. Pay 1 in a red to discard a card, sacrifice a vampire, draw 2 cards. Activated only if an opponent has lost life this turn. Well, the 1 mana 2/1 is pretty good stats. It is Jackal Pup. You know, it's alright. In a really aggressive deck, I don't really see it needing this card advantage ability when it's just so aggressive. But hey, okay, we'll take it. What do we got here? We got a Burly Breaker, a 6/5 with Ward 1, and it turns into an 8/7 with Ward 3 for 5. That guy's not bad. Not great, but not bad either. That thing's kind of scary. Heirloom Mirror, pay 1, tap it, pay 1 life, discard a card, draw a card, mill a card, then put a ritual counter on the mirror. Then pass 3 or more ritual counters on it, remove them, and transform it. Activate only as a sorcery. And it turns into a 4/4 flyer, and pay 3 to exile creature card from our graveyard to put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's alright. Ooh, what do we got? Cat Ilda, Dawnheart Prime. 2 mana for a 1/1. Protection from werewolves. Human creatures you control can add 1 mana of any of that creature's colors. 6 to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. It's alright. Little engine there. Little +1/+1 counter engine there, you know. It turns all your creatures into mana dorks. Distribute 3 +1/+1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures you control for 4. At instant speed, though, that's kind of tricky. You got another Faithful Mending. And our rare is going to be Graveyard Trespasser. That's going to be ward, discard a card. Graveyard trespasser enters the battlefield or attacks. Exile up to one target card from a graveyard. If there's a creature card exiled this way and opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Yes, for a 3/3. 3 mana, 3/3. Then it also has the same ward. It's a 4/4 on the backside. Except for this time, when it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards. For each creature card, they lose 1 and you gain 1. So it's double the amount of cards that you can remove from the graveyard with it. It's alright. Not bad. What do we have next? We have a Rise of the Ants. Create 2 3/3 insect creature tokens. You gain 2 life with flashback. That's like 8 mana. Jesus. That's a lot. 1 mana, 1/1 first strike. Ward. Disturb. Yeah. And then we got a Tolvar's Huntmaster. It's a 6 mana 6/6. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 wolf creature tokens. Oh my goodness, that's 10 power for 6 mana. And then it flips over to a 7/7. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, create two more green wolves. Another target wolf or werewolf you control fights target creature you don't control for 4. Oh, that dude's a beating. Oh my goodness. What do we got next? Another uncommon wild card. Wild cards are always welcome in my book. We got Kessig Naturalist. When Kessig Naturalist attacks, add 1 red or 1 green until end of turn. You don't lose this mana and space and steps in. Other werewolves you control get +1/+1, and when it attacks, you get the red or green. It doesn't end at phases. It's pretty good. We got a Celsius. If it's neither day nor night, when it comes into play, it becomes day. And then you can tap to add 1 mana of any color, so it is a mana rock. Pay 3 and tap it. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate only as a sorcery, so you can change the time of day. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life and draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So you can basically pay 3 to make this thing draw and discard a card. It's functional. It's alright. It's nothing to write home about, but it could work in the right deck. There we go. We got another wild card. We've already seen this other guy. This is a sludge monster. 5 mana, 5/5. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, put a slime counter on up to 1 other target creature. Non-horror creatures with slime counters on them lose all abilities and have base power 2/2. So it turns creatures into 2/2s. Wish it had at least had 1 evasion keyword on it, but again, I mean, that is a pretty strong ability. The problem is when that creature leaves play, so do those counters don't do anything anymore. 2 mana 2/2, add 1 mana of any color, add 2 mana of any color, spin it on cast spells from your graveyard. Then you can pay 2 and exile it to return target card with flashback you own from exile to your hand. Interesting. Not very many things grab things from exile. Lunar Frenzy, target creature you control gets +X/+0 on first strike and trample until end of turn. It's actually got it's got some ability. Oh, I like this guy. Rem Carlos, Stalwart Slayer, is a 3 mana 2/3 flying haste. If a spell would deal damage to you or another permanent you control, prevent that damage. If a spell would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent that the opponent controls, it deals that much damage +1. That negate effect is really good, but he doesn't negate for himself. I figured that out. I wasted a few removal spells on a few creatures while he was out. Nothing happened, but then I realized to point the spells at him, and you'll be able to take him out. So 3 more packs. We're almost through this. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, I got a gold. Nice. Reach. 4 mana 2/4. When it dies, create a 1/1 token with reach. 1/2 token with reach. It's Giant Spider with upside. It is Giant Spider with upside. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a non-land permanent, exile non-land permanent. I would, but there's already an instant spell in this in the standard season that it lets me exile a mono-colored permanent for black and white. Yes, this is a flashback. I'm not in love with that. I might try it out though. I might use it. I might actually try this spell out. Oh, we got a Tainted Adversary. This thing is so good. It's a 2-mana, 2/3 Death Touch. I could quit talking right there. A 2-mana, 2/3 Death Touch, and this thing would be fine. But you can pay 3 and give it a +1/+1 counter, and it makes a 2/2 black zombie token with decay. And you can do that as many times as you can afford. So you can make an army of zombies with this guy. So great. All right. I already have a few of them, so we're gonna be putting them to use pretty soon. 2-mana, 2/2. Whenever a spell you control deals damage, transform it. It's a 3/3. Whenever a spell you control deals damage, put a flame counter on it. Pay 1, remove a flame counter from it. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card. It's all right. That's pretty good. If it's neither night nor day, it becomes day. Permanent enters the battlefield. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, draw a card. It draws cards. 4-mana, 2/3 though. Its stats are terrible. But drawing cards is always good. Oh, we have a Florian Baldarian Scion, 3-mana, 3/3 first strike. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the total amount of life your opponent's lost this turn. Exile one of those, put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. You may play the exiled card this turn. Card advantage on a stick, cares how much your opponent's gotten beat down. And last pack of the evening. All right, we got a Delver of Secrets and a uncommon wild card, and our rare is a mythic wild card. So that puts us up to 5 commons, 8 uncommon, 3 rare, and 2 mythic. We'll hold on to those for now. That's the end of the video. We've opened all the packs. I just wanted to say thank you, and come see us at Magic the Friendly Tavern on Facebook. And happy pack pulls, and as always, happy games.